Welcome back to KritzKast. We're out here covering the ETF2L Highlander Winter 2023 Division 1 Grand Finals Part 2. And I'm out here with my homie DuMmTm on the casting couch with Wiethoofd. DuMmTm, how you doing?
It's Wiethoofd actually. The F is at the end of the name. Anyway, I'm doing really good for myself here. Should be a fun one. Like you said already, this is basically the bracket reset that we have for some reason. Don't worry about it.
If you win this, you win the whole Division 1.
Yeah, and for FANATIC, that is still a bit of a redemption arc here. After all, most of them just a season ago weren't trapped when -3 and back to Div 1. So coming back with a fresh win of Div 1 this time would probably do some wonders for the morale overall as well. But even with the second chances, they got to earn it first of all right now. Like I said, this map Upward was the close one in the first 3 maps they played. Now it's the rematch on map 4 for this one once again. Very curious to see who will have the upper hand right now. There were certain things they looked better and worse at than each other. And I'm very curious to see how that looks like this time around as well. The first points were surprisingly long last game as well. So I'm curious to see if anything changes even just on this first point.
Let's wait and see what changes happen. Here we go, the round has commenced, the grand finals have begun and the jumps are coming in. Massive sack wave coming in, but not really much success coming in from Team Fresh Builds of Bel Air. Everyone will be going down without a single pick going down on FANATIC's side. So here, FANATIC, you just rest easy and wait even more. More seconds added on the overall timer, so, you know, Fresh Builds, they just got to make up their mind on what to do here. But the entrance teleporter at spawn for FANATIC is down, so this might be a bit huge here from the perspective of FANATIC. But here comes another jump. They try their absolute best to do anything, and they manage to get down Wiethoofd. Erantrier jumping down and just hitting the rocket, dropping Wiethoofd from Team FANATIC, leaving the full Uber ad to be for Fresh Pills.
Yeah, the Mac Cross going down is a big deal here once again. Quickly into first by the looks of it. Sniper kill late as well is nice. That sniper late into the first point can still sneak away. Valuable kill on the medic if not accounted for early, and that is not a threat anymore. Spy still on the back, but not in any position to cause harm. So Cart is rolling through just fine, but you gotta keep momentum up now. Do you have the Uber? They have most people alive still, so they can put up a little bit of a fight on the slopey, but you can't commit too much, because if you stay in front of the Uber, you will get walked over pretty quickly. Spy comes in at the same time as the Demo pushes across. Good damage by the both of them, but not a ton of kills. Maybe just enough to take this point though. Demo NG down are very good picks. Find a few more on the way there as well. Having tunnel, you can see, still cleaning up. And not having to worry about those guys blocking card just makes this thing go smooth and easy through the second point. Really solid push by Fresh Pills. Little trap kill as well. This is where it gets dicey though. It's a lot of spawns still missing. Long respawn signs for a lot of them. And this medic does not have it. There's a lot of chance to take space early on further.
This is I mean, Huge E, it just keeps getting those insane spawn picks here. Nobody's allowed to leave spawn. This will leave FANATIC at a huge disadvantage. They're gonna have to roll out all the way from last spawn to third, leaving more time for the car to be pushed, because third point sure takes a lot of time to cap, but even more ground to be taken over from Team Fresh Pills as they just go in and manage to take down so many members. Kiddo, KCam, and Jessica just down all of them. It's just a lot of terrain being claimed here, but luckily for them, Wiethoofd was managed to get Uber and managed to scare them away alongside with Illusion there, and it seems like the ground has been claimed back by Team FANATIC. Card is still going up though from Fresh Pills. No spammers really out there to take advantage of the people just pushing. Seems like the combo though from Team Fresh Pills will be going a bit aggro. They have the Uber ready at a big advantage, but they lost Monka Air HBI during the process and also lost Huge E. This is a bit of a fumble if you ask me, DuMmTm.
I don't know, it's not too... I mean, the Uber isn't great, of course, as well, but the fact that they got Krauts to go to the equation first very early helps us a whole lot as well. The red team needs to be careful the entire time here. A couple of early kills will maybe just be good enough. Spy get even more value as well. Normally in the meantime, just cap the entire time. They had cap them the entire way through the second that Uber got used. Not the Uber you wanted, but you take it very much. And a few late kills on top of that might just actually give you some chances to last. Pras does not quite happy on the red team, and the bombs are coming looking for anything they can find. That moment looks in the wrong spot maybe, but people being annoyed at spawn is still worthwhile. Well, the Pyro is running in as well. Very late reaction to that one, but Pras just about living. Red Med holding on for now, and this is where they need some value. They have an advantage on last. It's not a good time for the defense just yet with 3 and 3. So they gotta find value somewhere, and disadvantage really has to do that.
Leave it to Hugie to just try to spawn camp. Unfortunately, he gets mowed down.
Soldier behind just walks in for free. No one checked that. and just got in from the staircase. Did not get noticed. Big kill on nomadic. They already had advantage, but again, if you with this little time on last, you need extra value somewhere. This will help a little bit here. Counter force comes through and gets everything for them.
Omger with the insane cleaver hit and run up with the scatter gun. I don't know what Wiethoofd was doing down there, but that was an absolute great play by Omger right there. The card is being pushed to its fullest potential here. 3 times on the cap. I feel like Fresh Pills might have this in the bag here with 4 minutes 15 on upward. That is absolutely scary.
That's a point in a minute and a few seconds each. That is ridiculously fast, and suddenly FANATIC is in a very, very tough position to beat this as well. It's not going to be easy. They need to pull this together here. That was just not good, right? I mean, losing your hold like that on first is fine, right? Shouldn't happen, does happen, whatever. You can move on, see if you can get a force on second or whatever, and ultimately, if you lose that one fast as well, still not great, of course, but you know, you got the Uber of the equation, but they fumbled so many late kills on second, it just kept getting worse and worse somehow, despite a really good, really bad start already, and suddenly they didn't even have a third hold at all. They really need to get the coordination sorted here, or this will not be a very long game of upward.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I kind of felt like by the first point where Fresh Pills was just failing at least one of their jump-ins, you know, it would have been kind of like a weaker game towards them, but it seems like really they picked it up for themselves. As I said earlier, you know, FANATIC barely scrimming at all. It kind of shows that they're a bit rusty here with some very poor decisions being made in the middle of the game. But here we go. Here commences the attack from FANATIC after a kind of a really bad defense. Seems like they will be bringing out the medic as early as possible because they have no time to waste here.
But they have to bring their A-game now, or it's looking like Fresh Pills might just sneak away one early with this performance so far. Let's see what it can bring here on this next half of round 1. Snipe already coming out. James goes down. That's a good start for sure. And like you said, with the medic on early, you're going to be taking an exchange pretty quick. You don't sniper as well, but if Uber can somehow take ground, that's all they need. Picklas is not to worry about anymore. It's pretty good. Gun spam down as well. Damage looking solid by the Polish side. And try to just see if they can sneak away more ground with this Skidoo, leading this one in. Lots of damage being thrown forward as well. Just get the DuMmTm on the other side caught out of position. That's exactly what they're looking for.
Seems like FANATIC will be just running as fast as he can. HPI down already, and Mr. Sketty's just holding as hard as he can, but manages to run away alongside with the rest of the team. Seems like they're going to do a passive second here until they get some crucial players like HPI and QG up in the front here to play alongside them, but that'll just leave FANATIC to claim a whole lot of ground, whole lot of space to just take over. They're just trying to relax and see what kind of moves will be made here. Nice pick by Ajay, managing to take down Piku during the process here. But the strong opinions hold will be done now by Team Fresh Pills of Bel-Air. They managed to get some ground back. I don't know what kind of scared off FANATIC from holding so forward, but they are actually in the tunnel here trying to make a lot of space. Was that the right decision though?
We'll see. Time's running out quick, so they can't be standing here waiting for them to change too much. Jet card time plenty in the meantime here, but eventually this thing's going to come to stop as well. The gun is still waiting for that one, and we're all waiting for the blue push to come. Also through tunnel, didn't have space up top, got to come in some other way into the second point, and there we go. Exchange comes through, but we're so ready for that. Paradise, most of them in entry pretty much entirely here. Someone gets behind Shinzo, but can't deal damage when Uber still going. Gets quickly taken care of. A lot of damage afterwards. Big bomb coming through by Black as well. Does not get all the kills they need, but with weak players that might still be enough.
Absolutely. Huge wipe though from Fresh Pills. This is an absolute dub. Not an absolute dub, but a 0.1 for Team FANATIC. They could just keep moving here, but 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock. Will they actually be able to make it? Is my question. They're just gonna leave the. They're just gonna have to have the card on 3 times all the time. You see the NG and Scout on cart there, just standing, playing the patient game. You know, just pushing the cart. Very good hold so far by Team. Oh, but a nice stab coming in from Ajay, managing to take down Kiddo. That might set back FANATIC by a little bit, since, you know, Fresh Pills is still standing strong on third here, with the battalions being just popped in and a lot of picks going down.
Yeah, looking good on the hold once again. Pick going down is huge as well. I've been winning the last 3 snipers I have seen, so one big threat out of the equation. Omega chasing that one down as well. Everyone fairly far forward. Pyro helping out with the damage on the scout chase as well here. Can't last forever. The Omega will go down. The backup just didn't commit with him. But there we go. Aaron Field from lower. Scout up top in the building and the soldier in the under area. Nowhere is safe for the medic to hide right now. They're making sure of that one. And they have not backing off either. Soldier spy and Sniper still making this little indoors area here be a nightmare for the Polish side.
No Ubers allowed, as the point will still be held at 40 seconds left on the clock. It kind of smells like a victory here for Team Fresh Pils of Bel Air, at least round 1. Nice push off, pushing off MK3 off the map with the Pyroblast. But yeah, seems like this will be a since they're all up in the face of Team FANATIC on second point here, taunting and everything, seems like we'll be moving on to the next round here. That, you know, first round will be won by Fresh Pils.
Yeah, but as per usual, payload maps in and of itself are best of threes as well, so your winning game one of this is not over yet for Upward. You still get a second and ultimately third chance, I guess, if you get there, but it gets you a huge leg up already. You now have one loss to work with for the rest of this Upward map before we go over to the Corf maps. Gives you a nice little safety net. But was honestly surprised we even got to have a game with 2 payloads last week, but maybe the shift of gears now will benefit FANATIC in a way. I mean, certainly by the looks of it, payload not starting off hard, so not having to revisit familiar ground on Vigil or Steel even with Stopwatch might benefit them here in the long run.
I'd like to shout out the Fresh Pils of Bel Air with their hip-hop names right now. I really like all the references they got to all the top artists. Don't really see much, you know...
I don't know, the cosplay isn't complete if Omega isn't doing the Scout Carlton dance like at every opportunity.
I don't think Carlton dance is hip-hop though, is it?
It literally is from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air TV show, so I think it's pretty appropriate given the circumstances.
I don't think Will Smith was a massive hip-hop star though, more for a show. But yeah, anyways guys, we will be moving on to round 2 here. Fresh Pils of Bel Air against FANATIC. Starting off FANATIC on the attack and Fresh Pils of Bel Air on the defense. And here we go.
Let's see what brings here. So, round 1 of this was not all too close. Fresh Pils with a hot 4-minute time. Looking to be already in good shape. Let's see if this swap of situations can start off better for FANATIC now, starting off on blue themselves. They're setting up the time for Fresh Pils to beat this time around. Tame start in comparison. I mean, last time they were pressed on time a lot more, right? Instant exchange. Do wait a little before they commit, but that brings them a gun pick as they go in. Could be really huge. Soldier needs a desperate flash on the red team as well. Barely gets out alive, but they can't really stand their ground so much. Pyro melted by the heavy beam of bullets there at the end, and a few more trades later. Fresh Pils still looking to be in good shape.
Poor Ajay trying to go in for a pick there on Piku and Wiethoofd, but does not really succeed at that. Misses a crucial stab. Point still being held as strong as possible. Both teams basically at an equal Uber here. It's just going to be a straight up relaxing here from Fresh Pils. They just got to play it easy. I mean, HBI does go down to the Piku's body shot snipe. Backstab by Rift, taking down Peaks. And the gun will be going down successfully. A lot of players down, and it's just a complete wipe. Managed to take down Shinso as well. And FANATIC will just be able to move on here and let the cart roll with 3 times. But Ajay sitting there on the top, not really seeing anyone popping up. That is very unfortunate for him.
It makes sense he's there. Last time they all went in tunnel, but this time around they have no reason to be there, right? And he's not until the card comes through, because now they have all this space to work with up top, and it's working out brilliantly for them already. Pick with the snipe, Black, I guess also with the snipe, directed after Aaron Field gets out of spawn past everyone's side. It's a very, very unfortunate force to have to deal with on the blue team. Might get some bonus kills and could head into third, but if Fresh Pils just gets the up in time, this could be going well still. Spy will not succeed in that attempt, but at least it's kind of a trade. Medic busy, not dying, so couldn't save the scout's life. It's a very mixed bag here in the end of second. FANATIC gets the point fairly quickly after what already was the best part of their round last time, which was the repush into first. And the time will be looking good here, but there should be a much better third hold than FANATIC themselves was able to put up last game.
Yeah, 2 minutes 15 seconds down on the clock, and now it's the third point. Third point, perhaps one of the easiest points, not easiest points to hold, but you know, it's one of the safest choices you can hold, and one of the hardest ones you can push on this map, maybe even in the game overall. Yeah, so stronghold right now, 20% Uber ad for team Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They can just relax and wait and see what happens. But Ajay just fighting,
Don't let him
missing
get
every
this.
shot, beefing every shot, goes in for the stab, but unfortunately does not succeed a stab. And K-Cam comes and saves him, and that was a very close pick for Ajay, but that was so unfortunate to see.
That was so funny. He just got beamed into the spy, into the sniper to get the backstab to start this whole situation off with, and then the medic has to survive that, knowing he just buffed the spy completely. It's just a tragedy sometimes having auto beam on like that. Either way, the beam is here still. They have the Uber coming up as the exchange comes through much later. Uber, of course, on huge EV here, but gets bullied the entire way back down the cliff. Downwards he goes, and that's the only one kill they're getting here, maybe, but it's a really good one.
Speed. Point Upers are equal yet again. Card is not really being super active. I feel like this could have been some really sneaky card cappage here as we speak. Orange Tree jumping down, trying to get some picks, but Hu Tao going down to the Ajay revolver once and for all. Ajay managed to hit his shots on Hu Tao and, you know, got the med pick successfully, leaving it to be a 50% Uber ad for Team Fresh Pistol Bel-Air.
Alright, well, this is where things get dicey. Lost a few people. Fresh Pill spawns are coming in now, but they gotta put in work immediately because the blue team is just pressuring time and time on point again, trying to really keep them busy right now, and they need to as well. With this far down on Uber, you can't really wait around for Uber to make a play. You just gotta get cap them and commit with something. See what sticks. Sniper down is a great start. Heavy down as well. Pick is hitting everything he needs to for the team right now. But it needs to matter a little bit more here. The Kaplan's finally come through. It's up the slope as well. There we go. The damage for the blue team finally paying off as the Legionnaires just sitting on cart, rolling this thing through. That's what you need to see here. You can't just do this with one or the other. You need both point pressure and a play into the opponent's combo to really keep them busy. Works out well for them and does avoid having to waste time waiting for an Uber. However, get an immediate force as well. They're just sitting up there completely unaware of their surroundings.
Yeah, 4 minutes 23 on the clock though. That is at least worse than what Fresh Pills was pushing last round. It seems, yeah. But with the Uber FANATIC has right now, massive Uber ad, they are going to be able to take over Childs here if they play their cards really well. As they walk up here, Uber complete wipe on Skedis and Hugie, and they at least have completely taken over Childs, but there's another enemy, HBFI, just shooting down with the pocket medic, protecting him as much as he can, but card is still being capped here. Lil Jessica just sneaking around, but no, Ajay says no otherwise. Childs successfully taken over by Kiddo, managing to take down both Shinso and HBI during that fight. I thought it was a downhill battle for them, but they managed to pick it up eventually.
Alright, both mats going down will throw this thing for a loop, I would imagine. Looks like we already have the sniper going on the red side. That's really good as well. Lots of people down. The last few standing players on the red team need to solve for some time to get all the spawners up. But without a beam, it could be a lot harder standing in. And I don't know how much longer they're gonna have a medic for. Bomb gets dangerously close for Iron Tree on the medic. Does not succeed. Still have a decent bit of space to work with on the blue side as the red team is still desperately trying to recover from losing as many people as they did. Snipe on the medic works as well, but the heavy is in the invincible spot. No one has seen a heavy die down there yet, and he's doing so much work before finally going down. But I think the second the heavy dies here, it is certainly over. 6:05, not a bad time, but Fresh Pills have made us really reconsider what's a good time in this game.
Indeed, 6 minutes, at least better than being, you know, they... Okay, sorry. After them getting 4:05 on defense, you know, it's obviously maybe a bit of a better step here, them getting a really good time during their attack. You know, now it's up to them to defend much better than they did last time. Maybe this was just a warm-up, the first round. Now they're picked up, now they woken up, and now they just gotta, you know, do their absolute best here to win this grand final.
I mean, for what it's worth, starting at 8 o'clock means they most likely didn't have much, if any, of a pre-game scrim actually, so the excuse that you're only warming up during the game is kind of there, but at the same time, right, you've had an entire season to work on stuff before as well. So how much warm-up do you still need at this point, I suppose, and especially having just played this map last week too, will make things all the more awkward now as we go into what could already be the last round of map 1. After all, FANATIC just lost the first one, so if they can't hold on to this for 6 more minutes, we're going up on one map for Fresh Pills already. It's gonna be a dicey one, and they have to do their darndest to keep these guys down this time around.
As the round begins, Bel-Air on the attack. Will they be able to score another 4-minute timer as they did in the last round? We'll have to wait and see. As the sack wave jumps in, goes in, but not really much succession. Skedis and QG going down, and Orange Fear's nowhere to be found really alongside with the team. Piku going down to Omgur though. Omgur just getting the big upper hand and just managed to take down the sniper. This will leave a lot of space to be made for Team Fresh Pills. They can just walk around, have a lot of presence, and hopefully not get punished by getting a headshot. But is the teleporter still up? Never mind, the Ubers are being exchanged as we speak here. Not really many picks being made out of it, but you know, ground is kind of even. Team Fresh Pills do have the high ground, and they're just defending for their lives. FANATIC.
Oh, they're trying the hardest. Lots of Refleks coming out to keep each other spammed down as much as possible. James with a lot of sideline there. Can't hit the shots though. It's Pick getting the snipe so far until finally the sniper wins over his counterpart on the red team. So, sidelines there, no heals though. They lost Shinzo in the meantime, and suddenly they're just starved of resources. Can't really keep up a long fight that they were trying to go for. So a few people go in, and all of them are going down, but it looks a bit, and with the last bit of cleanup coming through by Pyro Demo Engineer, it looks like FANATIC will just about be holding on for a little bit longer, and that's maybe all they need here as well, because Fresh Pills could do this in 4 minutes last time, and they really have to now.
Absolutely. With the big Uber advantage as well, it's going to be a much bigger, steeper hill to start climbing up, as they're just waiting here on the defense, defending as hard as they can, just waiting and see what moves will be made. As Rift gets a nice stab on Gerard, that'll leave at least a sniper down from both sides. And Orange jumping in, Orange jumping in, managed to take down Jessica, and everyone being wiped from Team FANATIC. And Wiethoofd just using the Uber a little bit too late, leaving them at a disadvantage. Is this the comeback 4-minute timer you were talking about that might happen here, DuMmTm?
It's going to be cutting it close once again, I would imagine, but they got to take the chance, and so does FANATIC. They realize they have to fight this one back. And Legion trying to lead this in, but Frost realizes pretty well on the red medic side here. They can't commit against this too much. They got to just somehow find a force and make this happen without really committing too many resources to this one. It's going to be really difficult to do, of course, but they got to hold on to this somehow. He picked with a deep sight on the medic, will get shut down just in time by the blue team spam. A couple of picks traded here and there. Nothing too decisive just yet, but Shinzo still with Uber will eventually have to get used finally. That's what they wanted, and they desperately need that on third as well. Coming up on Uber now on the red side, they can hold on to this hard point if they just put their minds to it.
It was a very nice reaction time by Shinzo. The pipe was flying right towards him, and he had no other choice than just pop that Uber. Very unfortunate predicament for Fresh Pills, but card is being rolled. 3 minutes left to cap both points. It is possible for them to actually be able to win this, as the sack wave jumps in. Orange managing to take down Wiethoofd during the sack wave, and FANATIC will be lacking a medic and a Uber being dropped during that process as well. So that just leaves Team Fresh Pills of Bel Air to be at a 50% Uber advantage, just building as much as they can, waiting for the Ubers to be ready so they can start pushing up, getting a lot of hill and win third, and perhaps even win upward overall.
Once again, going to be coming down to the wire. 2.5 minutes left. It's not a lot of time, but certainly enough to do this from this position. Shinzo almost has the Ewo's big advantage compared to Kraus as well. So all looking up in the world for the side of Fresh Pills if they just can keep the card time up. Uber finally getting used to this little side area here, trying to see what damage they can do, but it's the only one from Blue going down that we see. Die just now. Scat is going deep as well, just blindsided when Engineer hiding forward, and they're not getting any damage out of this. Pop, Uber go invincible and go down numbers by like 3 or 4. Not looking good. The captain's really all keeping this together, and James cannot get this up the slope.
Should have crouched. He would have absolutely gotten it there as a card professional pusher. Orange Rear though, jumping in for the big sack wave, managing to take down Kiddo. Good for him. Gonna set him on a big respawn queue. But a lot of players are lacking from Team FANATIC, as the Ubers will be used on Illusionaire. Illusionaire, the star, jumping in, managing to take down whatever Venom, he was called Venom, HBVI. And the card will just be defended successfully by K-Cam, just reflecting everyone who dares touch it. It's literally 1 centimeter away. I think a simple spy cap will just save it. Look how close that is. Jeez,
it's so
Louise,
dangerous
chat.
to keep committing to this though, because if you die for this one now, it's going to be so bad for your last hold. So I'm honestly surprised they committed this much. In some ways, it's understandable. It's cutting it close on time anyway. If they hold it any longer, it's actually kind of good, but you can't have anything go wrong once it starts going wrong, right? You can afford to lose this point, but you can't really afford losing anyone else beyond that. Only losing the Pyro does look a lot better than what I feared would happen to FANATIC, but it's far from over yet. Still just under a minute left right now. Shinzo already has Uber.
Already has Uber indeed, as 20% is being built by Wiethoofd in tiles. Ubers will be used though, coming up from the stairs, trying to pick down Wiethoofd, and they do succeed at that. They do succeed at that. That is huge for Bel Air, as most of the players from FANATIC is just completely wiped. This is a big boy, big game, big money moves from Team Fresh Pills of Bel Air. They're just gonna have to do their absolute best here. Rift just tries to save it, but can't do nothing about it. Respawn wave is coming in, but it seems like Fresh Pills of Bel Air will be winning upward during the grand finals.
Alright, that's game 1 under wraps. Well, unlucky one for
If you're just tuning in here, this is the ETF2L Division 1 Grand Finals Winter Season 2023. We have started the round and we will be moving on. Round one of Proplant.
Just call it Proplant. We all know it's Proplant.
Alright, bro. Go on.
On the midfield already, QGB desperately wants to get over the point here with sniper backup that seems to be going fairly well as well. Have taken a lot of space here over the cap area already. DuMmTm really working backlines. Do get the kill on QGB and Q at the same time. Both teams losing their DuMmTm, and it's looking a little bit dire despite the good aggressive start. The Omga goes in for the kill but gets smacked down just as quickly, going blow by blow. But it looks like FANATIC might just about take the point home to start the round out with. So, good start here. Tame mid-fight out of them on just how aggressive they played, but if it works, it works.
Not much of a surprise that FANATIC won this one. It's really up to Pills here to decide what will happen next, as they're just chilling up on the balcony on the top right, spamming down, crossing their fingers, hoping whatever hits will eventually hit Wiethoofd and drop the medic. So they will be moving in, trying their absolute best to get something here. Wiethoofd uses their Uber, but hiccups, but manages to take down HBVI and still holds the point very strongly.
Alright, well, so far so good. First minute looking to be wrapped up fairly shortly here, but as Venom spawns, K2 goes down. Uber's nowhere to be found anymore. Sounds like a good opportunity to take some aggression forward. So we need to be careful right now. Their team still has a lot of space to work with. Gun in the back as well. Can't just blindly go in. Or you might just fall prey to their damage here. Or to your own in this case. Omga reflected down already. Shinzo back turned to everyone on point. And the second he turns around to address that, the spy is already where he just was looking at. Perfect timing for the spy, but same can be said on the other side as well. As that all's going down, AJ finds the kill on the medic just like that as well. It's a messy situation, but looks like Fresh Pills might just come out the winners, and as they're not on point right now, their spawns will be here a lot sooner, including the medic, who's already up again.
Already up again, building that Uber, but not really much of a advantage, if we can't even call it that. They have the demo advantage as well, so you could just claim a lot of ground, putting down stickies, and, you know, they got the point successfully. FANATIC having half of their time done, though. This is a lot to catch up, though, for Pills. They're just gonna have to just start catching up and do the absolute best. That's a big drop, and Uber medic kill goes down. Mandate Black and Kiddo just managing to take down Shinzo, leaving the Uber advantage to be very huge for Team FANATIC.
It's not looking so good for Fresh Pills on point now with the medic going down, but they gotta hold on to the somehow here, see what they can do. Maybe at least set the engineer back a little bit. Will waste some time somewhere, but they're not setting back the team much at all if they can't get rid of this Uber that is coming up any moment onto the point. Kadu already looking to be pushing the right away here, not wasting any time with this Uber. They want this point back, they want the timer to keep ticking down. Get the scout involved as well, see what damage they can stick onto the combo. It's not a lot of kills, but it is enough to get themselves onto the cap, and certainly this U8 push coming in right away. There's a bit of resistance here, but they can't commit to this, and cap lock is just getting them on the attempt to even get in here.
Uber advantage is at 30% circa from Fresh Pills of Bel Air. They're just chillaxing, waiting to see what happens next. The timer is ticking down from FANATIC, though, so they gotta start picking up the pace and start doing whatever they can. Nice pick by James, taking down Kiddo, and Jessica with the crits, shooting down Orange Sphere. Nobody expects a crits from the engineer, am I right, guys? Point has been capped, though, by Fresh Pills. By the sheer presence alone, FANATIC got scared off, and you know, they have a lot of ground, but they're maybe a bit too far ahead. managing to get forced by Orange here, just utilizing, shooting down, and forcing the Uber on Mr. Shinso, and they respond back. FANATIC with the Uber bullying Shinso, Skedis, both of them going down, and the spoon from Orange Rear coming down and just destroys Hu Tao.
Hondro smiling down on them from heaven right now, seeing this happen. Beautiful stuff right now, and it puts them into a little bit better position right now, but both mats go down in the end, so as far as the Ebers are concerned, no one's really far ahead just now. We see for sure that FANATIC is pulling out on the timer quite a bit as we go to the last few minutes of this round. As per usual, best of 5 in a COF map, so you win at 3 points being taken. Black at the point, wants to get the mat down early, rest of the team in tower of that as well, but not much of this damage is sticking in the end.
Yeah, and FANATIC are losing a lot of players from the sheer presence alone from Team Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Despite missing Hughie and Venom from the team, they will be able to cap the point here. And
okay, Omga got so close there, but didn't get past the garden. One rocket saved the day, and suddenly they're in a position where they can very much still win this round.
Leave it to Orange here to just change the pace of the game, man. He's absolutely insane. Hughie, though, going down to the Monday Black soldier, jumping in, just destroying them. 30 seconds left on the clock, ticking down for Team FANATIC as we speak. They're holding on the defense, but what Fresh Pills has here is an Uber. They can go in here and do whatever they wish when it comes to this Uber, but they gotta do it really well. James going down though by Piku, losing the sniper v sniper, and here they go. They are aggroing in here. Nice shot by Orange here, managing to take down HBY while he's on the point, and cap time is coming down. Major wipe from Team FANATIC, but Hu Tao is still standing alive, not for long though, as Orange Rear just the medic destroyer, Orange Rear just destroys him, takes him down. 30 seconds left on the clock, 40% Uber. What do you think will happen here, DuMmTm?
But you can't wait around for Uber anymore, which does only barely leave time for Shinzo to get one to begin with, so as much as the Uber situation is looking bad, the fact that they can't wait around anyway might just not make it matter to begin with. It gives them an ace in the hole, though. Fresh Prince just needs to stall this down to double overtime, and they just have this secret weapon in response to anything the blue team might be doing. You get a lot of kills early already, having pushed off Uber. That helps a lot as well. Shinzo goes down, Edge in behind as well for the mad kill. Everyone on point at the same time, and Kadu is hitting them, and the cleanup comes in by the rest of the red team, just barely clutching this one out. And like I said, they need to go in before the Uber comes up, and even can matter, or else it's game over regardless, and just about they make it happen.
It was surprising retaliation though from Fresh Pills. I was honestly expecting Fresh Pills to kind of get, well, not really rolled, but not really be able to compete as much. But 0-0 and 0-0 on both sides.
Just gets the demo man instantly.
Yeah, anyways, getting the demo instantly. Orange Rear absolutely cracked as usual. Common W. Why can't I not pronounce stuff? Yeah, aggro by point. Everyone from Fresh Pills, they're just trying to claim as much ground as they can, but a lot of punishment being done by FANATIC and just wipes completely, leaving them to be at a full 60% Uber advantage.
Oh, I mean, it's a similar story as last time. Fresh Pills coming out swinging on the mid fight, but FANATIC just kind of sits back and lets them do whatever they want, because they just kind of get the kill late into the fights anyway, and it's just going fine as long as they keep themselves alive in the backlines here. Looking good on the Polish side. FANATIC once again starting off with some captain of their own. This time around we'll see how long they can hold on to this one. Everyone on Fresh Pills spawned up already, so not a lot of time wasted until the sack waves are coming through, but sitting behind the gun, they're looking to be sitting pretty as well.
Sitting real pretty and submissive, relaxing on the ramp with the full Uber ad, waiting to see what kind of moves, show me your moves, that Team Fresh Pills will be doing here. It seems like their Uber will be ready though real soon here, as they just start moving in, preparing to exchange their Ubers here, as Ubers will be popped at 3, 2, 1. No, Ubers will be used by Team FANATIC. They will be going in, spamming whatever much they can, but the point, not much presence has been gained by Fresh Pills, but they will be coming back to reclaim that, as they have a level 2 in the doorway. And
here comes the Spider, gets the medic, can't quite get the heavy, but that's huge for them. Already FANATIC gave up auto space on point, just trying to fall back, survive, and it just works out once again, falling back, keeping themselves safe, and let the rest happen to Fresh Pills as they're making the first move.
Their fresh move, perhaps, as 50% Uber advantage for FANATIC, capping the point yet again. Unfortunate for Fresh Pills, they only got 24 seconds around. Not really much to boast about, as Team FANATIC has 1 minute 30 seconds down on the clock and a full Uber advantage. Fresh Pills will be moving in though, trying to make as much presence as they can, try pushing it, but Ubers will be responded back to it, but not really many picks being made. Only huge E going down. It's kind of huge for Fresh Pills here, as there's such a fumble of an Uber coming down from FANATIc.
Okay, heavy focus down soldier behind him. Entry once again opening things up perfectly. In fact, he's just finishing it off by himself as well. Gets the medic with that flank. Beautiful stuff right there, but Black comes in as well at the same time. Both soldiers trying to do as much work as they can, but it looks like there's no medic to be found on the other side. Black will go down empty-handed, relatively speaking. Still claw out some kills regardless, and that might just be bad enough as is. Shinzo with full Uber has to decide how much do they want to contest this, and by the time they make their decision, they are still choosing wrong. Pick with the snipe instantly as they try to block this point, and certainly they're not going to do any of that anymore.
FANATIc managing to cap the point. Very nice snipe by Piku. Just, that was an insane clutch headshot right there. Med drop, med pick, duck hunts. But yeah,
who's he talking to?
They're holding left side, waiting for the next move being made here. 50% Uber ad, relaxing, chillaxing, and Fresh Pills. I think they should go for a sack here since it's not really much of an Uber ad. Piku, nice headshot, taking down huge E, and it's got to be a dry push coming down from Fresh Pills of Bel Air, just spamming, mouse oneing, Wing as hard as they can, managing to take down MK3 and Kiddo, but eventually Monday Black taking down Skedis, and it seems like it's kind of equalized at the moment here.
Oh, this is looking a lot more reminiscent of the product game. It seems lots and lots of more convincing performance by FANATIC this time around than in round 1 as well. And a little more of this and they just wrap this up early. In fact, they want to end this round right away. Just go in with the Uber, see if they can get any kills. Don't get a whole lot out of this one, but as long as they're off point, that's really all that matters. And they have to get into a quick pass. All of this damage the red team is delivering. They're just waiting for the back point after the Uber. And I don't think anyone will survive this onslaught much as well. Peeking deep at the end of the fight as well. And just wraps up the last 2 kills his team left him to get them. And that should be it. That's round 2 very convincingly going to the FANATIC.
Very well played by Jessica there, just putting up a level 3 gun during the final, where everyone is just concerned about capping the point from Fresh Pills. They forget about a level 3 wrangled gun, just gunning them down. Not even with a demo to help them out. Take it down.
And little Jessica loves level 3 sentry guns on COP as well. I wouldn't be surprised if on Cascade we see the same thing.
Yeah, even on Upward Attack you did that. Orange, we were coming in for an early bomb, but no victims to be found. It's going to be a left side hold from Team FANATIC, whilst the Fresh Pills are just going to aggro in here, try their absolute best. Orange being the first blood going down. James down as well. A lot of people just going down one by one here from Team Fresh Pills. Ajay tried to get a stab in on Kiddo, but Mr. MK3 saves his Theor demo and manages to cap the point alongside with everyone else. And it seems like the point will be ticking down in the favor of Team FANATIC.
Alright, once again, third mid-fight, third mid-win in a row for FANATIC's end of this match. Looking good still, and the last round, like we've seen just now, was a very dominating one. So Fresh Pills really need to put themselves together here for fight back on point quick before time is running out on them. For that matter, Shinzo being alive after the mid-fight certainly helps a lot. It will be Uber exchange instead of that would be chasing after Force right now. Let's see how much bait they can keep after this one. For now, the snipe helps out tremendously, but that goes both ways. Heavy on Demoman going down on each side, but both Demomans actually falling in the end. The sniper just does not let off at all. Pick making this one a living hell for all of Fresh Pills and does not let them have this point for just a second.
Absolutely, and they just need a second to cap that point as well, but it's just ticking down very fast. Very unfortunate for them, but it seems like they will be making presence yet again. Manages to take down the point and start capping it, but Piku with the nice headshot on Huge E. That'll leave him on a big requeue timer. His Kiddo will be respawning much quicker. That's going to set them up for a much quicker push, as Ubers are probably going to be ready at that time. Right side hold, right side high ground from FANATIC. That's kind of new seeing from them, to be honest. I've been so used to seeing them on the left side. And they're spamming down, trying to do as much as they can here. Both sides equal Ubers. Now is the time for them to push, since Yuji is just respawning, coming back. But nice backstab by Rift. Bro! Rift managing to take down HPFI James and Orange Sphere. Absolutely well played by him, and it's a complete wipe. All done by Rift.
Maybe not all done by Rift, but getting 2 kills as the team goes in certainly does make it very easy to get the rest of this fight into a victory position as well. Easiest falls of their life from that point once the Spy got in for the kills. And the rest just pretty much solves itself here. Once again, Pick wins the Sniper v Sniper. We were talking about the expectations on the Sniper matchup before the second map started just now. And he's delivering wonders for his team so far, and it's not looking to be stopping anytime soon. One more easy one on the Heavy, even just to make bad things worse. And once again, time is looking rough, so they gotta get him quick on first pills.
Ajay almost getting a nice stab on Kiddo, but eventually...
No, the pistol shots on hitting for easy there. Was right on top of the medic, but can't land last shot.
Unfortunate. And timer going down right now for FANATIC. 1 minute left for them to go, but Fresh Pills just capped, so that'll be 2 minutes left to go. Do you reckon they might be able to bring it back here?
I mean, never say never, but I don't know, it's like kind of the same situation as last map, right? You gotta just have such a huge step up in performance, and there's no getting past Pick's performance today. That man's on fire, and there is no slowing them down just now. The rest of the team is over the point to get a few more kills. That one doesn't go so well, all things considered. Omga, Ajay in behind as well, still putting up a lot of resistance here, and might just bring this back. You blink and you miss it, and you wouldn't be knowing who just used the Uber, because all of our team's going down despite having theirs up and going, actually.
I still don't get why they would peek a sniper, but...
Oh, no, yeah. Don't die like this, Shinzo, please.
Oh, and again, oh my god, poor Shinzo can't have anything today. And it seems like that will just lead on with the rest of Fresh Pills of Bel-Air being wiped, but they've kind of caught on with the time here. 1 minute left on the clock for them, but now it'll be taking 1 minute from FANATIC's side. That's just now Fresh Pills' time to make a move. It's gonna have to either be a sack wave or a dry push, because 50% Uber disadvantage on Fresh Pills' side, but it seems like they will be going for the dry push. They're not really bad at dry pushing, but Rift might have something to say about it. He managed to take down James, but Omger does something about it just in time. Ready to answer with the Uber team FANATIC, but don't really have to use it, as they're just still standing strong and no proper classes to damage Team FANATIC. They're all standing just doing their absolute best and not really being able to be damaged properly.
This is just so much damage at all times. The flare connected around the corner. They cannot catch and break it all in. Well, really, they can in the second tier. This map looking to be over, and they have a lot of time to think about their mistakes right now, but that still puts them on a really tough spot, because the second the Super fight ends here, FANATIC will go up a map as well, and now it's 1 each in this best of 3 series.
Well, it would be kind of funny, but guys, this is the map decider of the ETF2L Winter Season 2023 Division 1 Grand Finals Part 2. So now we're gonna see what will commence here. Who will win the trophy? Who will get the prom queen at the end? Only time will tell, my friends. This Orange Sphere jumps down in, does whatever he can, but not...
That's the bad kill.
Who tells?
Immediately.
Going down to the Omger Scout. Absolute insane gameplay there, and leading, you know, them to be at a massive Uber ad. Not if Mr. Black Monday Black does something about it and manages to take down Shinzo. Now it's very upsetting Spaghetti to see that FANATIC will be capping the point successfully, but Orange Sphere coming down from the flank, doing whatever he can. No, not from the flank, but he didn't really succeed at that. Point capped by FANATIC. Now they wait for their team to pull up.
Well, this could be an interesting one on the rebound here, though. Kadu down already. We have a big lag up in the race back to this point with everyone's respawners arriving at the same time. They're still numbers down at the end. Better sideline here for the blue sniper already. Aaron going high. Spam some damage down, will certainly crater, but the damage has been done. They're getting damage across the point just fine. Refleks in the backlines here by Skadis as well, barely keeping some of his team alive. Most importantly the medic, but not a lot of them in the end. So this might still be a bit of an awkward one. Venom Under doing a lot of work as well. Does slow down this recap, but there's just too many down to stop this forever, I think.
You know what this game is missing? A little bit of KritzKast. I hope some of them are listening right now, and they'll put on KritzKast eventually. That would be very cool, in my honest opinion. Orange flying down though, trying to spam down some rockets. Not really many hits overall, but a lot of presence will be made as FANATIC just has the Uber ready to use, and they will be moving Bobby Shmurda, trying to make as much moves as it can, but the team Fresh Pills will be responding back, do as much damage as it can, and you know, scaring away the hose from
bomb by Aaron. No, he dies before he gets to the medic. Follow up by Omga, gets through to the vet, needs to reload as well. Spy comes in. There's surely no way Press survives this. Omga playing with his food a little bit, but has so much time to clean it up. Nice damage by the flank. They played well last game, and if they slow down at all this map, then there's no hope for them. So it's a good thing to see that they're still on top of things.
I think Orange and Omger might be the carries potentially of this game, but I'd love to be proven wrong by the other players from Fresh Pills of Bel-Air. Now the time is now, and now they got to do their absolute best, as James managed to get a nice pick on K-Cam. That is one crucial combo member down, but not really much use of a combo if the Uber is not really ready to be used and pushed in yet. Fresh Pills just chilling with the 40% Uber ad, waiting to see what will happen next as the bombs come in. I think Kiddo missed a turn here and went the complete wrong way, but Manda Black managed to pick it up either way and force Shinso and get them to use the Uber, leading Team FANATIC to be at an 80% Uber ad. They will be moving back to the defense here on the big kill. Big wrangled gun damage by Jessica here. He really loves that level gun, huh? Point presence being made by FANATIC. A lot of presence being made by the FANATIC, and they will be successfully capping. 2 minutes left on the clock, ticking down.
Alright, good start by Fresh Pills this time around. Certainly was looking a lot different from this in the previous map. Let's see if they can bounce back though from this recap. Shinzo still barely down on Uber, so maybe we'll see a bit of a sack wave or just a dry push coming out of them. No sniper to worry about as well. It's a great start. But the backstab Rift once again gets the Vedic right away. We talked about sniper a lot, despite doing a lot of stuff this game as well for them here. Last ditch effort by the blue team trying to get to the Vedic here. Not even most of the players getting in with a bomb or anything like that. In fact, shut down from that one too. Lose the demo man late here. Last ditch effort. Aaron now has to somehow bring this back, but Trask serves that one pretty handily. Looking good in that engagement there, and all looking up for FANATIC, who are now finally in the lead on the timer.
Rift is honestly popping off. I should have talked a bit more about him during my crush session there, but yeah, Fresh Pills will be moving on with a bit of a dry push, a bit of a spam, trying to get a force or something, and they do actually get an Uber pop in the use here, as Illusionaire just follows up and tries to take down Shinso and managing to scattergun him down, leaving them strong yet again. But Hu Tao being attacked by Omger. The scouts are really popping off this game, with the scouts taking down each one of their medics, and it seems like Fresh Pills will be having the point cap successfully, almost equal time yet again.
This is interesting. This happened last game once before as well, and the rest of that game was obviously fine after that, but the one time it did happen, just aggressive Uber in, chasing people down, but also overextending way too far with too many people in that Uber as well, not falling back early enough to actually get themselves out alive. Dangerous trend here if it happens twice now, so gotta really make sure that does not happen anymore. They give Fresh Pills too many chances. This was a good Uber otherwise, right? But only because they did not manage to have a plan B by leaving that fight in the end. Gives Fresh Pills a lot to work with all of the sudden. Points already blue again for quite a while now, actually. As well, a little bit of resistance here by the red team, but might not be enough. Bob by Black in the meantime will not succeed either. Clutch there to keep their medic alive, keeping the under area safe as well. Liesner going down to the heavy, and all is looking up in the board here as the timer is getting dangerously low. Their Uber comes up, and all looking so doable.
Doable indeed, as your mom. Point is being held strongly by Fresh Pills of Bel-Air, using their Uber successfully, and will be pushed back by FANATIC using their Uber, but it's kind of a dry fight here. As both teams just desperately fight for the point. Point will be capped by FANATIC, but leaving some delayed spawners if one of them were to die. 40 seconds left on the clock, ticking down, and yeah,
This is how it ended last time in round 1 as well. It was a close one for quite a while, and then FreshPills loses point in overtime. Could not take it back. Ubers once again almost a non-factor if they play quick on FreshPills, but still got to worry that if they take too long, Kraz just has the emergency button coming up. Some good kills early will help a lot. There's a few falling already in the aftercast before the Uber comes up, and no one really wants to take initiative there. Everyone's way too scared to fight without the Uber, and it will cost them. FreshPills finally getting a cough round.
Finally, indeed. Is this because here might happen? This is what might happen here. FANATIC wakes up. Maybe it was that really long pre-talk game that just made them get rusty suddenly, you know? They might get warmed up here and manage to come back 3-1. Who knows? But whichever side you are rooting for, guys, be sure to show your love in the chat, as FreshPills has a lot of ground here during the start of the game, just getting a lot of point presence, and, you know, FANATIC just being kind of surrounded with the high ground, lower ground. Skedis being stabbed by rifts, and a lot of players just down from Team FANATIC. This is huge for FreshPills, and they're just gonna have to relax here, try their absolute best with the absolute massive Uber advantage. They got a lot of time on their hands.
Not bad, not bad. Looks like FreshPills still has something to say in this match. Let's see if they can follow up on this one. Oh, they were going in deep. Uber from behind. Don't remain. Big bomb by Aaron here, and everyone is piling in the damage with him, and the cleanup is all there where it needs to be. 4 to the soldier, rest to the combo here. Beautiful stuff. That's like 6-7 kills right there to just one push, and unlike their opponents, there is 100% chance of living that one, because Do on Earth survived that on Red to punish them afterwards.
Speaking of punishing, when we'll be seeing the big sack wave from FANATIC coming up here. Nice stab by Rift, taking down huge E, and big dry push coming in. Another stab by Rifts, taking down HBVI. Point being kept by FANATIC, and they're still standing here with the Uber advantage. Not really being an Uber advantage, it's equal on both sides, and FANATIC are gonna go back to the drawing board.
Alright, let's see how this goes. A decent start, at least a minute for their trouble here to start off with. Rift still in the backlines will not live much longer. Maybe the sniper up front for them can do some work as well. On Blue certainly have a lot of space to work with at a point, and by that time Eagle comes out. Red team has one response with nice shot by James as well. Air shot onto the DuMmTm, but they need to get the rest of the team down here as well. It looks like they can just keep most of the ground paper taken through you, but FANATIC getting a hair later actually matters so much during this exchange. Just could not take back much of this space, have to just sit back, relax, but did also not need to use. They made a dangerous decision here trying to hold on forever, but it might just work out in the trade-off for a little bit of time on point loss.
Nice force by Peaks there, just jumping in, scaring Wiethoofd. Who knew an engineer could be so scary? As point presence being made by FANATIC as we speak. FreshPills a lot of time down on the clock, 1 minute advantage, but eventually FANATIC capping down. Will they be able to hold this as long as they can? FreshPills coming back for redemption, gets their point, and they have 40% ad, you know, and big respawn wave from FANATIC will leave them even more in a gutter, and this is going to be a bit, you know, FANATIC. It's kind of scary for FANATIC fans out here. All the Polish people in the chat, you guys got to show some more love here, because FANATIC really needs it, as they're really struggling.
Yeah, we better see some Polska Gurums in the chat, or they might not make this happen here. Here's a pause.
We're live as we speak. FreshPills of Bel Air using their Uber, being very aggressive. Nice headshot by Piku, managing to take down Hugie, and they will be just backing away, being careful, treading carefully, and seeing whatever they can do here with their big Uber advantage. No, it's actually wrong. My HUD is lying to me. Big advantage on FANATIC's side. They're starting to move in here, prepare to start not using, but they're at about a 50% Uber ad here, and a lot of cap presence, a lot of cap point, but Mr. Kiddo being taken down during the process.
Alrighty, time is becoming an issue. 20 seconds left on Fresh Pills. FANATIC really needs to keep a strong hold on this one, but this Uber not getting used without the players we really need for it will make this a whole lot worse. So many down already before they go in. This was used without a part on a heavy and soldier engineer die as they're going in. No damage being dealt with this Uber. Flanked by Venomous Wall, just having free space under all game. Really solid one there. Bros will live, but I don't know how much that matters here. They're on the chase as well. See what they can do. Get the sniper, at least not get the heavy, but I don't know that matters that much at this point. Spawns are slow for the blue team, but they have plenty of time to wait for them with Uber coming up as well. And once again, they're doing the house Uber one more time, trying to use it to end the game.
They just pull up in the house party, you know? Yeah. 2 rounds going in. Match point for Team Fresh Pills of Bel-Air. Don't let the HUD deceive you here. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, Fresh Pills of Bel-Air, 2 points in. This is the grand finals decided here. If they win this, they will be bringing in the victory, the prom queen, and winning overall.
This is match point now.
This is
all that matters now. Fresh Pills can end this right here, right now, and take home the crown. For real this time, probably. Unless admins change their mind again.
Yeah, Fresh Pills... Fresh Pills very aggro on the point. Standing strong, but lacking some pick classes and some crucial classes. As Rift just decides to stab 4 different people, not allow anything to happen, and Mandate Black jumping in, cleaning up Shinso, running away from the disaster. Orange trying to get back and doesn't really manage to do anything. FANATIC getting the point successfully. When is the point where we paused here? It might be
it
really
already
soon.
happened. It was
already
before
happened.
This round started. And
Yeah.
ding 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 ding. If you guessed it wasn't Refleks fan mail, then you are a winner. Type exclamation mark claimed in the chat to win right now. Let's see who wins this round here as well. Bombs are coming through. Looks like FANATIC might not be winning just yet, having to use the Uber this early.
Indeed, but with the Uber being used, that leaves them at a disadvantage, with 40% advantage coming in from Team Fresh Belts, Peril Air, preparing for their push, preparing to do whatever they can to bring back the point here. Spamming down, Hughie spamming down all the stickies, all the pipes to do as much damage as he can. Rift getting a stab on peaks though. Uber ready from Team Bel-Air. They're going in, taking down the level 3 gun from Jessica. Hu Tao going down as well by Omger. Omger's absolutely popping off today.
But it's not over yet, so it's not too little too late here for Fresh Pills to bring home the victory. Certainly a nice little bouncing back play there for themselves to get back into the race. And now it's really getting interesting. FANATIC already with a minute down on their part, so already put on the pressure compared to the previous round. But Fresh Pills look good with point control, and those Ubers have been tremendous for them. So the second they can make a move forward in this match, it's going to be looking very dangerous for the Polish side.
Indeed, as they have 40% add, Rift managed to get a nice stab on James. This might make a lot of space for Team FANATIC. And Piku going down to the Ajay stab. Here comes Team FANATIC just trying to get some ground, some players sneaking around, but they do get eventually punished. And Orange jumping in, trying to get a pick here, but does not really succeed at that. Kiddo burning down, expecting a medic arrow, but just burns to crisp. Very sad to see, and everyone from Fresh Pills is basically dead. Point capped on behalf of FANATIC.
Alright, just this time we got even again. FANATIC starts pulling ahead one more time on both Timer and Uber. Prime position to keep this round under control. Nice little snipe there early, but the bombs are going to come in anyway. They have to very much to see if they can bring this back around. No one's getting to the medic. A lot of damage being dealt otherwise though, so you have to use sooner or later, or you're not having anyone to use an Uber on anymore. Will it be used to trade out like 2 free kills? One of them, however, is the medic, and that is really the game changer now.
Miku picking it up for Team FANATIC, getting that necessary med pick. This is what they need to gain some momentum in this overall downhill battle. This is going to help them quite a lot. Nice pick by Piku yet again, taking that Omger, and point will be capped by FANATIC. Time advantage as well, so it's just ticking down. Hoping, you know, they could time skip a bit, but that's not really possible in HL, is it? or 6s, or in TF2 overall. They're just relaxing here on the point, waiting to see what moves will be made here by Team Fresh Pils of Bel-Air, as they have a 50% Uber ad. They just gotta wait and see what moves are going to be made next here, as Fresh Pils are just commencing in, moving in, ready to do whatever they can, but they can't forget that they're at a massive disadvantage here. Level 3 gun from Concrete as well, so that might be huge on their behalf. Uber's being used by FANATIC, not really many picks, only getting picked. K-Cam going down, and Uber's ready in 30%.
Nice kill onto the sniper there. Not good job by Omga and QGV to get that one going. Give them a lot more freedom. Not any sniper side things to worry about on their part, but they're still online. James will kill onto Mark. 3 bombs come through. They need to find some counter frags to keep this under wraps. They need this round so bad. They don't have any room for error anymore at this stage, but no such force to be found just yet. A minute and a half left to go for the side of Fresh Pils. Straight up the soldiers, not too big a loss just yet. Spires, World Flanks falling apart a little bit. Goes Uber one more time, seeing what it can do, but not as elegant through the house this time around. Just straight forward into the opposite combo. Get the heavy, get the pyro, but is that really enough?
Is it really enough? Big Uber advantage for Team FANATIC though. Nice samurai sword kill by Huge E on Kiddo. The samurai duel has been finished. Time ticking down. 30 seconds left on the clock for Team Fresh Pils of Bel-Air. 40 seconds left on the clock for Team Fresh Pils of Bel-Air. Rift trying to go in for a stab, but Peaks catching him off guard and managing to take him down successfully. HBFI going down as well. That is going to be really bad for Team... Oh, but it seems like Huta will be going down to the orange tree bomb. That is absolutely huge for Team Fresh Pils of Bel-Air, but they're still lacking some perhaps crucial players. Holding on to the Uber dear as they can, Shinso manages to force it just in the nick of time, and they will be pushing back, trying to do the absolute strongest defense as they can here, because this now or never for Team FANATIC. As FANATIC just bombs in, rushes in, bums rushes in, tries their absolute best to defend here, but Fresh Pils will be responding back as Archer jumps down, manages to take down 2 players, 3 players, and Fresh Pils Bel-Air still standing strong, but there's a lot of cap time, so it might buy a little bit more time for Team FANATIC to be moving in, but it's a very crucial time, and they're gonna have to start moving in real soon, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like Fresh Pils Bel-Air will be winning the grand finals. No bracket reset thing again, hopefully, but seems like Fresh Pils Bel-Air will be winning the ETF2L Winter Season 2023 Division 1 Grand Finals. Congratulations.
So there's a lot more stuff coming for you to stay tuned in. Make sure you don't miss any of that.